Welcome back to Parent Squad. The weather is warming up and that means time for spring cleaning. And if you've been wanting to make your home a little more eco-friendly, well, now is the time. And the good news is it doesn't have to be a complicated overhaul or just do it completely. You don't have to worry about that. Jeanine Bobenmoyer from the CityMoms is here with some simple, sustainable swaps perfect for busy families. Glad you're here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think that's our keyword is simple.
Yes, we need that. So let's actually start in the kitchen. We know a lot of waste happens in the kitchen. Yeah. You have some recommendations to help us kind of prevent that and tamper that down.
I do, and I mean, I think one of the first things I want to say is you don't have to make all of these swaps right away. You know, maybe there's just one of them that you can start with and then maybe layer another one on. So
I love that.
In the kitchen, the very first thing that we're going to talk about is the fact that there is so much plastic that gets wasted. I mean, and these are some of the biggest offenders, right?
Yes.
These plastic bags. I don't know about you, Felicia, but I find that I will throw like fruit in these sometimes, or I might just use these for like leftover snacks, and then I end up with a lot of plastic. But the adjustment here is to take your mindset, maybe step away from plastic, and really go with those glass reusable containers.
Okay.
These are great. And you know, I have a whole set of these. These are the ones that are from Pyrex. So I mean, you could just find these literally at any store. These are really great though, because not only can you use these to obviously keep some of your leftovers in, you know, like I said, maybe you slice an avocado, you've got an extra one left, drop it in here, but these are also going to be microwave friendly too.
Ooh,
so,
which is important.
Exactly.
And it makes me a little nervous with a toddler, but your toddler, your younger children aren't the only ones living in the house. Maybe it's just you as a mom that's taking it to start off with it.
Yep.
They also talk about the toxic chemicals in plastics too. So you looks like you avoid a little bit of that when you have the glass container and you're heating your food up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. These are going to be much more durable too. Think about putting that into a dishwasher or constantly reusing those on a daily basis. That base of glass is going to be a lot more durable for you. It's not going to warp. I mean, so it's really going to be a good addition for you.
I've also heard of reusable plastic bags too. I feel like that could be
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because in addition to reusable plastic bags, compostable plastic bags are really becoming popular. So grab these. I think these are really interesting. I mean, they are billed as durable. They're billed as leak proof, which I think is the one thing a lot of people think about. So there are other options out there. I also like that they're green.
Okay.
You know? So again, it's kind of giving you that green feel. But
that's perfect.
Yeah, so just another option for you too.
So it's supposed to break down better and be better for the environment.
Correct.
So you want better for you and your body and better for the environment. And then if you're investing, I mean, the Tupperware is kind of like an investment, because you're not going to throw that away.
Exactly.
All right. Another thing that a lot of us parents want is better cleaning products. And she brought some things here that we might want to consider.
I did. So I've got some cleaning ideas in front of you. Now, what we're seeing is really hot right now are refillable cleaning products. Okay. So Blue Land is one of the brands that is super hot right now. Lots of other refillable brands out there too. I just grabbed this one because these are actually my cleaning bottles from home. I dumped out, or I finished the cleaning solution over this weekend. So you can get a glass and mirror. They have all purpose. There's also a bathroom cleaner. But taking a look at this, the nice thing is now you are using a really small tablet, a really small tablet, and then all you're doing is adding water to it.
Okay.
And this is what the size of the tablet looks like.
Okay, and you're putting it in the reusable containers, adding water, and there it is.
And that's
supposed to be better than possibly buying something like this that has all the big plastic.
Correct.
And everything.
Yes.
We throw away a lot when you think about it.
That's exactly it, is that plastic is consistently getting disposed of, so having a reusable container is really going to make that
And this Blue Land is in our area in Central Indiana, and in some other places too.
Correct.
Depending on where you're watching this, you might want to look it up, Blue Land.
Yep.
I'll have to look into this, because I think people want to do better, but you're like, well, how and where do I start?
Yeah.
And, you know, is this convenient? You know, you end up having a lot of questions there.
Right, exactly. It's definitely taken us, our family, a little bit of getting used to it, but now this is our go-to.
Okay, okay. All right, and then what's all this stuff here?
Let's talk about laundry.
Yes.
So laundry is definitely one of those spots that's going to have a lot of plastic. I think all of us have seen these detergent bottles. Maybe you've got these at home. You might have this one for detergent. You might have some fabric softener. So getting rid of that plastic, there are so many other laundry options out there for you. So I packaged some of these in this little basket, and believe it or not, these are all going to be one load in the washer.
So, okay, what is this?
This is a detergent, so it's different than a detergent pod, but this is essentially a detergent cube.
Okay.
is what you're looking at.
We've all seen the pods. We've seen them talk about it on TV. So you literally just drop this in with your clothes.
Correct.
And it's supposed to be,
Yeah, so that's going to be one whole one whole load. There's also detergent sheets. So that's what you're seeing. Look at how thin that is.
Yeah, it's like thin like paper.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, so that works great. And then there's
They smell
also
good.
even detergent. These are dissolvable detergent pods as well. So
Now
really
keep
great.
it real, Jeanine, because I feel like maybe 10, 15 years ago, you would get sustainable swaps and it didn't work as good as the real thing.
Right.
Do you find that these products line up to the big names that we know?
I do. So I will say I have tried these. I have tried the pods. I have tried the sheets. They're not my favorite because if you don't get enough water into the washer, maybe you've got a big load that's in there.
That makes sense.
These stick to the side on occasion in a washer. So I would probably start with those first two, but I just love that there are these options out there.
There's some options.
Absolutely.
And if things could work better for you. You know, it's not just our experience.
Yeah, and last thing with laundry are dryer balls. These are wonderful wool dryer balls. There's getting rid of that dryer sheet, and these are all reusable, super easy to use, and they work. That's what I love about those.
Well, there you go, because a dryer sheet is usually just perfume and stuff anyway.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, that's another thing. You got to look at what is, I want to say ingredients, but what's on the label, what's included in all of these. And I see paper towels here.
Yes, I mean, we can't talk about sustainability without talking about paper towels. I mean, I am probably the biggest offender with paper towels. This has been an adjustment for me. So instead of paper towels, what I've got in front of you are these Swedish dishcloths. Now, these last up to 3 months, and I think that might be kind of hard for our friends to see because they are definitely look light. Yeah, I mean, they're light.
Here it is
they're
with
light.
my dress.
Oh, perfect. That's a good contrast.
With my dress behind it, and you could see how thin.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be reusable, and you use it just like you would a paper towel, you're saying?
Exactly. And the nice thing about this, you can sanitize these by putting them in the dishwasher.
I should really try this. I mean, of course, with kids, I have a toddler. I mean, you're using paper towels all the time. Sometimes I try to grab a dishcloth, and just because I'm like, well, it's a little water on the floor, let me wipe it up, but it just all depends.
Yeah, that's been our big shift this month, is trying to make this adjustment. And so far, it's worked.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe one of these things you can start with and end up just going with that first, instead of trying to do everything at once and then you overwhelm yourself or your family. Thanks as always, Jeanine.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
Yep, more on the City Moms. If you want to find out more, you can head to WTHR.com/Parent Squad. We'll be right back.